Good morning. Welcome to another One Mind meditation. It is Sunday morning. And on a Sunday morning, we always have a quiet meditation. Less speaking by me and more just the group of us coming together in a silent space and enjoying this silence together. Somebody, good morning, happy Sunday. Our teacher this week is Renae Sauter, and I searched for some thoughts from Renae on meditation, on silence, on what might the practical benefits be of a practice of silence, and she's got some really beautiful thoughts on that. There are so many ways to try and describe what it is that meditation does for us, and everyone's description is slightly different. Renae Sauter says, don't be afraid of emptiness. Emptiness is divine. Let the divine fill up the space in a way that's really right for you. Don't be afraid of emptiness. Emptiness is the divine. She says a regular meditation practice is one of the highest forms of self-love. Hey Anthony, good evening, man. It is so good to see you. I couldn't agree with this more. And if you've ever committed yourself to a regular meditation practice, then you'll know the truth of this. A regular meditation practice is one of the highest forms of self-love. A regular meditation practice means you show up for you again and again and again. And nothing necessarily magical happens during everyday meditation, but you show up again and you still keep showing up. And how is that not the highest form of self-love? Estelle, a very good morning. Happy Sunday. It is awesome seeing you. Renae says, each day I make time to connect to my inner being. Doing so makes navigating through life so much easier. Every day I take time to connect to my inner being. She says people who have stepped fully into their power know that they don't have to push or force things. They know that real power comes from surrender. I can understand that if you haven't been in this kind of journey for a long time, that power coming from surrender might seem like a strange concept. How does real power come from surrender? Well, surrender to a meditation every day and you'll figure it out. It can't really be explained. Renae says stillness is always waiting for you to reconnect to it, to know the truth once again. Stillness is there. It waits for you. You can come when you're ready. She says being human is a portal into divinity. Being a human being is a portal into divinity. And then this last thought from her, which is my favorite of all of this week's thoughts from Renae Sauter. So I'll read it a bunch of times today. The last thought is this: at some point on the spiritual journey, saying, I am human, stops being an apology and turns into a deep reverence and knowing. At some point on the spiritual journey, saying I am human stops being an apology and turns into a deep reverence and knowing. I am human. Why? Because she says being human is a portal into your divinity. Having this human experience is what your soul surrendered to. Do you get that? You get that your soul surrendered, didn't fight this human experience. Your soul surrendered into this human experience. So the only job that you have to do is embrace your humanness, because deeply surrendering to this human experience is where you'll find your soul. At some point in the spiritual journey, saying I am human stops being an apology and turns into a deep reverence and knowing. If you're ready, let's float away on our silent journey today. You can close your eyes, and we'll start with the first few big breaths together. Let's take a deep breath in. And out. A deep breath in. And out. A deep inhale. And let it go. Deep breath in. And out. One more big breath in. And let it all flow away. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose gets drawn all the way deep down into your belly. And as you do, as you breathe in, raise yourself up. As you inhale, stretch out your spine, lift the top of your head toward the ceiling. And once you've reached your full height, let all of it go. As you exhale, soften. As you breathe out, soften your spine, slump down your shoulders, and drop your head. Your only job right now is with every exhale to lead your body to more softness, a deeper level of softness than the one before. This is not at all about trying to forcibly create an empty mind, trying to stop thoughts from happening. That just won't work. It is simply to soften. Soften within yourself while thoughts are doing what thoughts do. Soften so much that you can take a step back from the thoughts. Let them run past you and realize the thoughts are not me. I can observe these thoughts without getting too involved with them. Whenever you do realize you're getting stuck on a thought, simply bring your attention back to your breathing and softening as you exhale. And I'll check in with you at the end of this phase. You can use the last few breaths of this phase to help your body stretch, adjust, and settle down in as much comfort as possible for the rest of our journey. Having softened our bodies into a state of presence as much as we are able to, at least, we can now turn our attention inwards and dive deep inside for the next part of our journey. With every next inhale, we'll hold our breath for a few short moments, followed by a long and slow exhale. Let's take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it the longest, slowest exhale that you possibly can. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, feel into your body. Feel how softness settles in every part of your body. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, follow the downwards flow through your body. Feel your shoulders slowly falling. Feel your body slowly softening, and feel how you are slowly slipping deeper into you. One more big breath in, and hold. As you release, feel yourself melting. Feel your whole body dissolving. Feel how you are slipping into a deeper level of surrender with every slow exhale. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose is an invitation. It invites you to turn inwards and follow this journey. As you breathe in, feel the air flow in through your nostrils. Feel the air touch the back of your throat. Stay with your breath as it flows in through your lungs. And as you fill up the balloon inside your belly, feel yourself slip all the way in. Hold your breath, but hold it only for as long as it feels easy, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. Once again, I want to remind you that your job right now is not to to try and fight thoughts that your mind comes up with. There's no sense in trying to empty yourself of thinking, but to understand and surrender that a brain will produce thinking. It's what a brain does, just like your sweat glands produce perspiration. That's just what it does. But you can find, as you soften and as you dive deep into you, that there's a place within you that is deeper than the thinking. You can be aware of the thinking happening and still you can have slipped into a quieter space. Even while you watch the thinking happening, you'll have the awareness that the space is more quiet. Can you observe the thinking? Can you watch the thinking without judging any of the thinking? Because if you are able to look at you and have no judgment, no criticism of you, but empathy for this human being who is trying, then you must surely be seeing you through the eyes of the divine. Enjoy your journey. You can take as many easy breaths as you need between breath holds, but always come back to your breath hold, because there's a different kind of inner focus when you hold your breath. Take your next big breath. We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, slipping out of the breath-holding space and into the next. Let's take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it the longest, slowest exhale that you can. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, feel how softness slowly settles in every fiber of your being. One more big breath in and hold. And as you release, feel yourself slip all the way through. There is no more attention on your breathing. You can sit all the way back, or you can even lie all the way back down and feel yourself just floating. I'll share with you these thoughts from Renae Sauter one more time. She says, don't be afraid of emptiness. Emptiness is divine. Let the divine fill up the space in a way that's really right for you. A regular practice of meditation is one of the highest forms of self-love, says Renae Sauter. Each day, I make time to connect to my inner being. Doing so makes navigating through life so much easier. People who have stepped fully into their power know that they don't have to push or force things. They know that real power comes from surrender. Stillness is always waiting for you to reconnect to it, to know the truth once again. Being human is a portal into your divinity. At some point on the spiritual journey, saying, I am human, stops being an apology and turns into deep reverence and knowing. And I want to read that one more time. At some point on the spiritual journey, saying, I am human, it stops being an apology and it turns into a deep reverence and knowing. Having this human experience is what your soul surrendered to. I want you to really get that. The fact that you are here means your soul surrendered to having this experience. Embrace your humanness, because deeply surrendering to this human experience is where you will find your soul. We have a few more minutes of silence left. check in with you right at the end. We have the last 5 breaths of gratitude to do together. With every exhale, I'll say my thank you, and I invite you to say yours. Let's take a deep breath in. Thank you for this experience of silence. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for understanding that my soul surrendered to having this experience. My soul is fully surrendered to having this human experience. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for learning that when I fully surrender to having this human experience, then I'm deeply connected to my soul. I am embodying my soul. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for feeling that the statement, I am human, is no longer an apology, but it is a claim, and it is a claim of empowerment. Because this human experience is a portal into the divine. I am human, with everything that goes along with being human. The hard and the easy, the pretty and the ugly. I reject none of it. I am human. One more big breath in. Thank you, beautiful people. Your soul is fully surrendered to this experience. Every time you surrender to having this experience, you are fully embodying your soul. Karen, hi. Good evening to you. It's awesome seeing you with us today. Thank you, Estelle. Charlene, good morning. Happy Sunday. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, Sunlight. I think I saw Stephen pop in. Good morning, Stephen. It's also really good seeing you here. Have a beautiful Sunday. I hope you have an easy day, enough rest today, but also remember to have fun. The new week starts tomorrow, and we'll be here to jump into the week along with you if you are here. I want to read that one more time. At some point on the spiritual journey, saying, "I am human," stops being an apology. It turns into a deep reverence and knowing. Have a beautiful day. Ciao, ciao.